So this is a video for homework 4, number 1. So just so you know, your numbers are going to be a little different than mine, which I think is actually a good thing because then you can do it, you can see it done with my numbers. They're pretty similar, and then you can do them with your numbers. So let's chat through how I got these solutions. So we have, the problem is that we have that 21%, approximately 21%, so 21.2% of the organic light emitting diode displays in the world are shipped by Samsung. So they said event S is the event that a randomly selected OLED display was made by Samsung. So first of all, they gave you the probability of S. So the probability that you pick an OLED display and it's made by Samsung is 21.2%. So you just want to change that 21.2% into a decimal. So just remember that to turn a number into a decimal, you take that 21.2, and forgive my handwriting, it's horrible on my Mac. You take the 21.2 and you move that decimal place 2 places to the left. And then you get the 21.2% is the same as 0.212. Now, the next thing you have here is some notation. So they have this notation here, the probability of S, and we kind of call this in mathematics that little, it looks like an apostrophe, we call it S naught. And it just means the complement of event S. And the complement just means where it does not occur. So anytime you want to find the complement of an event, you just subtract it from 1. So what I'll do to get this number here, 0.788, is I'll take 1 and I'll subtract the probability that I have an OLED display made by Samsung, which is 0.212. And what we get here when you do that is the 0.788, which is the probability that you pick one that is not made by Samsung. Okay, so again, this notation is just S naught or S complement, or basically any event that's not the one that you want. So just subtract from 1. Now, to find the odds in favor of an event, there's a little formula here, and it's a pretty easy one. So to find the odds of in favor of an event, you'd want the probability of success of that event. And again, I apologize for my horrible handwriting. I don't have my pen anymore. It's just not working, so I have to just go with my mouse. So we get the probability of success. I'm sorry, that looks terrible. And we just divide by the probability of failure. Okay, so if they want the probability in odds of favor of picking an OLED display made by Samsung, and I'm just going to put fail just because this handwriting is terrible. So probability of success over probability of fail. The probability of success is the 0.212, so we'll put 0.212 on the top. And then we're going to divide by the probability of failure, which would be not picking the OLED display made by Samsung, so that's be the 0.788. And that should get you your 0.269. And you can check me on that. There we go. Okay. Now, to find the odds against, I believe that we should just flip this, because now we want the probability basically in favor of the complement of S, right? So in order to find the odds against, you're just going to flip it over. So I would divide instead 0.788 and divide by 0.269. So I hope that helps. Please let me know if you have any more questions.